Truth with Gilli. Hey, Truthies. Welcome to the podcast. This is a tough one today. I'll tell you that. You might be noticing something different. We'll get into it all. But first, I'm going to tell you we have a wonderful couples therapist here today to talk about the only thing that matters in this goddamn frickin' world, love. L-O-V-E. We're going to get into all that. And first, I want to share with you a little bit about where I'm at, because it's tricky. And it's very important for me to open myself up to you guys. I think that's why I'm here, is to open myself up, crack myself over the head like a piñata, let my guts spill out, and you see, it's not always Skittles and M&Ms and Twizzlers and tropical M&Ms. Sometimes it's yucky. Sometimes it's nasty stuff that you don't always want to show to someone. We all have secrets, right? Right? Tina, have you ever had a secret?
Me? Yeah, I guess my biggest one is probably that I'm pan.
Okay. That's big. That's actually a little too big to get into right now, so hang on to that. But yeah, let's get into it. Morgan's not here. Morgan's always here, but right now they're not here because, well, we got into a fight. Pretty big one. We got into a brawl. Non-physical, of course, but it was a doozy. You know, it's not something you can't come back from, though it's never been this bad. So I wouldn't know. So we're going to talk to a couples therapist today and ask them our burning questions about love. Live your truth with Gilli. Please welcome to the podcast the wonderful Dr. Leslie Busch-Novak.
Thank you so much. So glad to be here
Thank
today.
you for coming on the show, Dr. Busch-Novak.
My pleasure.
Now, Dr. Busch-Novak, if you had a microphone right now that was going into every home in America, which that's, by the way, I just thought of that. That's my idea. If anyone's trying to take that. Could you explain to people at home what is therapy, plain and simple?
So, a lot of people think about couples therapy and it makes them nervous. They think that means the ship is sinking.
Of course.
But the thing is that when couples therapy is done right, it's a lifeline.
Now, we see a lot of therapy in the media, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tony Soprano.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it can confuse people because he's so sexual. He fucks that therapist.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we do?
Well,
Hold on. Let me ask you something else. When you're in there with a patient,
right.
do you ever just get the feeling like, not you. I don't want to talk to you.
No.
But here's where I'll push back on you a little bit, and I hope you can take that in good faith. There gotta be times, and they start going, oh, this week I had my, and all you're hearing is, wah, 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 you know, that voice, right?
No.
Now, let me ask you one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
What happens when you have a couple that there's clearly a lot of love there? You know that much. And it's very physical,
Right.
which is good.
Mm-hmm.
But they have hit a bit of a bump.
Mm.
What do you do with a bump?
So if you hit a bump and you can back up and take it slowly together and talk about it and understand what happened, that can be positive for a relationship.
Mm-hmm. And what if you would take the bump together, but you couldn't because one of them left early that morning to swim?
Well, it's sounding like there might be something specific on your mind, something you're dealing with.
No. Yes.
And maybe that's something that you would want to get help with off air?
I like to stay on air. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Live your truth with Gilli.
Point it up, point it up, point it up. Point it like a normal person, Gilli. Great. And yeah, let's just get rid of those. Can we just get those down? Great. That looks good.
That's good?
Yeah.
And then what do you put in the text that I'm pointing to?
Oh, just something fake about being true to yourself.
Okay.
Still nothing from Morgan?
No. Don't do that. That's threatening. Have you ever done couples counseling?
Oh, no, I don't do therapy. I'm so like up and down. I'm basically right in the middle.
Live your truth with Gilli.
And now, as promised, even though Morgan's not here, we are still going to do our couples counseling session. All right? So, let me see if I can get this going. Oh, Gilli. No.
No.
Not sure. I have it. It's close. Baby, I'm really sad. That's it.
No.
Okay, well, my whole life, I have a lot to think
I-
about. Okay, so I
I don't think we can do this.
honestly, Leslie, you're slowing me down. Why don't you head out? I'll wrap this up myself. Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Well, let me tell you something, Morgan. There's a lot more going on than you might realize in my little head. I know all about your little head because you're the love of my life. Yeah, you're the love of my life, too. There's a strong connection here, and that's gonna get you guys through it. Well, honestly, I'm really hurt because Gilli lied to me. Well, Morgan, what else am I supposed to say? All right, I did a big swing and I brought it up on the podcast, and maybe I shouldn't have even done it. Our relationship is more important than a podcast, and I was being stupid. It was really stupid.
You're not stupid, Gilli.
Morgan, you're here. Did you hear all of that?
Yeah, and your podcast is not stupid.
Obviously. Oh, hi.
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 Hi, Gilli. It's Cassie, Morgan's cousin.
Hi.
Your assistant Nathan told me that Morgan and I were gonna have a heart-to-heart on the podcast, and that it would be amazing IP.
Cassie, hi. Hi, Cassie. That is so funny. I don't know why, I thought you would look more like, addicted to sex, honestly.
What?
Well, Morgan told me about what you're working on, and it's very brave.
I'm not addicted to sex.
No, and love, sex and love.
I'm not.
What?
I can explain. Cassie is addicted to sex.
No, I'm not.
Well, no, but I never said you were,
Yeah,
though.
you did. To me.
Yeah, and I lied.
What?
What?
Morgan!
Sue me, I lied.
What?
What?
Oh,
what
is
now?
That? Why?
Oh, really?
Why? What
Oh.
is the lying about? I'm sorry.
Can I sit next to you?
Of course.
You only pay attention to me when I need help.
No, that's not true.
Well, think about it for 1 second, maybe, and you'll be able to see it is
when
true.
I end up paying attention to you, you need help.
Yeah,
because you
because
need
I
help.
know that's
But that's what's going
right.
on with you.
Exactly.
But now it's
and
not
with you,
even
with
what's...
me.
We need help.
Live your truth with Gilli.
Dr. Busch-Novak.
Dr. Busch-Novak.
This is Morgan, my
Morgan,
partner
nice
that
to
I was
meet
telling you
you.
about. We're in it bad because they lied to me basically
I didn't
about
lie. I
their
was basically
cousin.
just trying to fibble.
I don't
so
care
that
about the lie
I don't
exactly, but it's
care
like I don't.
about-
Now
I
it's
love
like, how do we
her,
come
but-
back together after it?
Guys, it doesn't work this way. I'm sorry. You need to step away from my car.
Fucking bitch.
Kind of a bitch.
Love you.
Right, I love you.
So,
So.
right.
Live your truth with Gilli.
We have a fun treat for us all today, Truthies. We have Morgan's cousin here with us, Cassie, and she's going to talk to us about her sex addiction. Cassie?
Well, sex to me is a fun thing that you can do with anyone.
Mm-hmm.
When I get dicked, it feels so good. I want it then more.
Mm-hmm.
I listen, you talk. Live your truth with Gilli.